The Nabalis Canyon. Is it worth the whopping $40 price tag? Should you buy it? Should you subscribe if you enjoyed this awesome B-roll that's going to be filmed off-site? That one, absolutely. The other two, I'll tell you by the end of the video. The Canyon is the newest Balisong by Chinese company Nabalis. Canyon is 40 bucks for the trainer, $50 for the false live blade, which is honestly a steal for both of them. But the reason they're so cheap is because they're actually stainless steel. That's right, this guy is 420 heat treated stainless steel. It's basically what a refrigerator is made of, I think, and kind of weird, but it works, oddly enough, really, really well. I don't understand why, but boy does this thing flip. The thing I would compare this guy to the most would be my Madco. They're both heavy and sluggish. They both have a very slight ring. This has a heavy ring, this is very slight ring. Not sure if it'll pick up on camera. This one will. They really have no other similarities, and they're just heavy, but they flip really good. And it amazes me every time I pick it up how good this guy is. The unboxing of the Canyon was pretty solid. As you can see, you get this very cool box. It's got this weird pull tab where when you pull it, it opens and closes and like shows this weird create with Nabalis design. Really cool. When you get the box open, you have the Canyon inside. Underneath it, you have this wrench that comes taped over the blade when you get it, so it can help get through customs and all that. You get a pivot needle, which has, I believe, been upgraded. I'll talk about that in a second. Then you get spare hardware, and that is it. So this guy comes with a pretty standard unboxing experience, other than the pivot needle, which is kind of a signature Nabalis thing now, which they seem to be improving. And I'm going to talk about that for a second. So getting back into my box over here. This pivot needle, I wish I had one of my other ones to show you as an example, but it has held up very, very well. So I've had like 3 of these, all of which have stripped, but this one is only barely starting to strip, and I don't think it will strip all the way. I don't know why, but it's holding up really good. I don't know if they just heat treated this like specific batch of them, or if they did a new metal, or maybe I just got a good one, or I could just be very confused, but for some reason it works really well and has not given me any trouble whatsoever. So some of the specs of this guy, I believe it's standard Balisong length. I'll throw that on screen. It is, like I said, 420 heat treated stainless steel, basically fridge material, if I'm right. It's, I believe, 4.3 ounces, which is very close to the Madco. The trainer and false live blade both have different weights and different balances from what I've heard. It's kind of weird. It's on bushings that are decently well tuned for stainless steel. Like, you will have a lot of play, but it's 40 bucks, so just deal with it. And you hear that tap, just wait a second. Tap is about to go away immediately. Screw came loose. Gave me a scare for a second. Yeah, it doesn't have tap. My screw is just super duper loose. So I haven't yet to have tap except when my screw comes loose, and it's just, like I said, very easy fix. So tolerances on this guy, I approve of. I disassembled it and cleaned it one time. Seemed to do okay. And one thing that I've been really worried about for the Canyon, when I disassembled it, it seemed to be okay. That is the handle gap. Handle gap on the Canyon is something I worry about as well as pretty much everyone else, I think. It's pinsless. It's got no pins, meaning that if one of the materials wears away, you will have your Balisong be looking like this. Yeah, that's not what it's supposed to look like. Okay, from what I've seen, the Canyon has held up. I've been very kind of gentle with it, with disassembling it, trying not to squeeze the handles together when loosening it. And if I do that, I close it and do it. And that seems to help. Seems like it's gonna hold up. I've had this guy for almost 2 weeks now. No issues with the handle gap. It does not appear to have diminished whatsoever. And until it potentially does, I think it's gonna be good. I haven't heard of anybody else with their Canyon losing its handle gap, so that is very, very cool, and I'm very happy with that. I still hate pinless designs, even the Canyon. I'm gonna make a full video on that later, but pinless designs, I hate them for a lot of reasons. Even if they seem to be good, I still hate them, but that's for another video. Now the Canyon, let's see, it's got really good value. I'm gonna move over to my case, grab my Volt Pro, and show you the insane value of the Canyon. The Canyon, 40 bucks for the Canyon. The Volt Pro by Nabalis, it's $140 new. It's not like I'm not comparing these, I'm comparing this right here. The Volt Pro false edge blade. It's completely flat edge, it's completely dull. There's no edge on it, it's just a trainer. This blade right here cost me $50. $50 from the same company. And it's just a blade and some hardware. The Canyon is a full Balisong with extra hardware and a pivot needle. This guy didn't come with one. Cool unboxing box and all that. For cheaper than just this blade. I don't know why the Volt Pro blade is so expensive. I kind of complained about that already in my first impressions of that blade, but Canyon, the value is just insane. For 40 bucks, you get something that easily competes with everything else in flipping. It's just a little bit heavy and made of a interesting material. Something I want to touch on is the durability of this guy. I've dropped this a lot, thrown it on concrete, like, it's gonna be fine. It hasn't really picked up any dings, and if it does, they're very, very slight. They don't go down nearly as deep as a lot of other Balisongs would if you drop them, and I think it's just because of the steel material. It seems to be holding up really, really well. Not as good as titanium would. Like my titanium Balis, I drop them all the time. They always seem to be okay. Don't really pick up dings that much, but the Canyon picks them up a little bit more, but still not bad. Like I said earlier, you can get this guy in a trainer and false edge version, but you can also get them in a matte finish, or not matte, stone wash maybe? Stone wash finished, or an acid wash finish. The acid wash is like a blackened one that if you dropped it, it would hide scuffs perfectly, because it's not like Cerakote, it's not clean on there. It's like they dipped it in acid or something and it just turned blackened, but you can still see some of the silver, so it would hide scuffs super well. That's probably the one I would recommend if you were to get one of these, just because of that, and I've also heard it's slightly more grippy. Something to note, I did get this guy for free from the Balisong Bear. I made a really weird unboxing of that because I got this guy and I was like, what the heck is this? How'd this get here? I was completely confused in the video, and directly after I filmed that video, I messaged him and he said, yeah, you won the Patreon giveaway. I'm in a monthly Balisong Bear Patreon giveaway for $5 a month, and he was giving away 2 Canyons. I won one of them, and he sent it to me without telling me, so it was a surprise. And that video is honestly kind of funny, especially looking back on it, knowing why I got it. It's just so out of context and weird. But Canyon, very, very solid. I am a huge fan of the Canyon, and I think that ultimately you should buy one like immediately. I don't know if they're always in stock, but if they are, pick one up. They're on Amazon for 40 bucks, the trainer at least. False Edge is not on Amazon, but you can pick that up at Nabalis and wait 2 weeks for it to arrive. You won't regret it, honestly. It's such good value. If you want to get a friend into flipping or something like that, Canyon is what you'd want to give them over even a Volt. It's perfect. And I believe the Amazon Canyons come with lubricant and thread locker. I saw that in a video and I was like, interesting. Don't take my word for it, but I'm pretty sure with Amazon, you will get those two things. So basically the full unboxing of a Volt for cheaper and a much better flipper will hold your chaplains. No need to buy zippy inserts for it, even though he does sell them, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, make sure to subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I had fun making it. Sorry it's a day late, but I'm just waiting on this beautiful weather. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Hopefully a tutorial for the behind the 8 ball, reverse behind the 8 ball, and extended behind the 8 ball. Thanks for watching.